Erev Tov. I'd like to wish you all the very best for this evening's Yeshiva Centre annual gala dinner. I'm sorry that, owing to parliamentary duties this week, I'm unable to join you for this special evening. I would like to salute some special delegations that are with you this evening. Heroic men and women from the Australian Defence Forces, the New South Wales Police Service, the Ambulance Service, Corrective Services, State Emergency Services and Fire Brigades. Leading these delegations are dedicated yeshiva rabbis who serve as chaplains to these essential services. There are also members of state and federal parliaments from both sides of the political divide, which highlights the bipartisan support for yeshiva's good work. The yeshiva is to be commended for its extensive range of programs, not just for fellow Jews, but for all Australians. Indeed, in the last year, more than 35,000 people in New South Wales have been positively assisted by the yeshiva. Some of its humanitarian initiatives worthy of particular mention are the Big Kitchen, providing food for those in need, the Yeshiva Welfare Fund, financially assisting people experiencing acute monetary difficulty, and the Gift of Life project, recruiting donors to the Australian Bone Marrow Registry to assist leukaemia patients. The Yeshiva Centre plays a valuable and important role in the life of Sydney's Jewish community, and I'm delighted to know that there is such a good attendance tonight. As you know, I had the pleasure of addressing the Yeshiva Centre dinner this time last year as Leader of the Opposition. Tonight is my first opportunity since becoming Prime Minister to address a major Jewish community gathering. I want to re-emphasise the new government's commitment to a strong and sustained engagement with Australia's Jewish community. The Jewish community makes an outstanding contribution to our nation in business, education, culture, philanthropy, and many other parts of our national life. I believe the greatest contribution that Australia's Jewish community can make is not on what we might call the ethno-specific matters, but on these wider matters of Australian national life and our future. Australia faces many significant long-term challenges. Challenges to build our future prosperity, to lift the quality of education so that our workforce can be the best in the world, the challenge of preparing for and adapting to climate change, and responding to the rise of China and India and all the changes that will bring. In tackling our nation's future challenges, I look forward very much to working with many of the leaders of Australia's Jewish community, who have so much to offer our nation in the future. The Yeshiva Centre makes a wonderful contribution to our nation. It reflects core values that Australians of all faiths and beliefs can share: a strong commitment to family and community, a belief in the value of education and opportunity for everyone, and a willingness to extend special care and compassion to those who need it most. This is a special year for the Centre with the opening of the newly registered Yeshiva College, teaching an innovative program of integrated Jewish and secular studies. I send my warmest wishes to the teachers, parents and children who are building a new school community that can nurture and develop a new generation. Before last year's election, I made a commitment to address some of the security threats faced by some Jewish schools. I said that I believe the national government has a responsibility to help where there are serious security threats to schools. I confirm that the government will be delivering what we promised we would before the last election: a school security program costing $20 million over 4 years to assist schools with particular threat assessments to cover their security bills. Although the funding is not exclusively for Jewish schools, they will be the main beneficiaries of this program. In addition, as I promised last year, the government will be providing additional recurrent funding of $16 million for Australia's Jewish day schools to make up for inequities created by the previous government school funding model, which didn't take into account sufficiently the particular needs of Jewish day schools. I look forward to an opportunity soon to speak more expansively on matters of importance to the Jewish community. I would also like to pay tribute to a few great Australians who are assisting in making the Yeshiva's good work possible. Harry Triguboff, Yeshiva Life Governor, who is soon going to be celebrating his 75th birthday, and we wish him many happy years to come. Kevin Burmeister, who is receiving a Leadership in Philanthropy Award for his extensive commitment to charity, both in Australia and internationally. Yeshiva's Spiritual Dean, Rabbi Pinchas Feldman, OAM, and Rebbetzin Penina Feldman, whose leadership and dedication for more than 40 years in Sydney have had a profound impact not just on the Jewish community, but indeed on the wider Australian community. I wish the Yeshiva Centre and the whole Chabad movement mazel tov on its achievements. As you all know, I'm a strong supporter of the Jewish community. Like the Labor Prime Ministers before me, stretching back to the time of Ben Chifley, a time which saw the creation of the modern state of Israel, you can be assured of my consistent and strong support both for Israel and for the Jewish community in Australia. I'll conclude with the same words that I concluded my address last year. Am Israel Chai. And in this country, the success of the Jewish people has always been to the benefit of the whole of Australia. Am Israel Chai. I wish you all a very enjoyable evening.